Being alone is not a bad thing, for it is in the darkness that we can best see the light and path forward. Walking this path of solitude, though daunting at times, gives you the ability to expand your spirituality like nothing before, for it is in this state that you are most intimately familiar with yourself and the universe. And if you want all the spiritual growth benefits that come from this isolation but are unable to do so, we have you covered with a practice that can act as a daily crash course to inner growth. 4. This state of aloneness is neither cowardly nor an act of abandonment, but a journey deep toward your inner being. Only by this process can you yourself become a beacon that lights the way, not only for yourself but for others as well. One way to discern if you are still on the path of spirituality is the feeling of being alone. It is a must. Only through this will you have the chance to touch your soul, your very being. Your innermost desires and silent aspirations that have always been murmuring in your heart will all be resonating in your existence. This state of aloneness will be a catalyst that compels you toward the source of it all, the truth that is yourself. The closer you are to this truth, the more you will be able to answer your unanswered questions, and though painful, heal your past traumas, recreating your train of thoughts to be purer and purer as you go. This is life's must, going through the struggle of being alone so you can become who you always wanted to be. Adapting, or evolution, necessitates a change in the environment after all, even if that environment is your very self. This, of course, includes your belief systems that have predominantly rooted themselves into your core. Every aspect of you needs to change. But don't worry, it's all unfolding to suit what you want most. Most, if not all, of these belief systems shape the way you view the world and will blind you from the things you truly desire. These will seek to go against the currents of change, becoming ever turbulent as you sail alone toward the tempest of change. They come in all shapes and sizes, from the very society you thought you knew to be always right, to acquaintances, friends, and even family. These will cut you on your voyage, and some will cut you deep. But by reaching your inner tempest, you will begin to realize the extent of their influence and that they suck you away and away from the shores of your retribution. Know now that you were never meant to just go with the flow and be swept by the currents to unknown lands, or worse, to isolated islands which not only separate you from everyone else, but separate you from your inner self the most. You are the captain of your ship and will always be. It's just that sometimes we let others get their hands into the helm, and there are even others that force themselves unto you. That is why being alone is a weapon that, if wielded responsibly, becomes something that can even hook in the wildest and largest of dreams. So always remember that your aim will always be obscured by others. It is in this moment, when you're standing atop your tower of solitude, that you'll realize the form of self-love. It'll naturally sprout from the warmest spot of your surroundings, which is within your very self, your being, the core of your existence. You'll find that it will spread its roots everywhere, propagating growth and sheltering life that'll nurture you in your journey. So when you see that sprouting of change from within you, water it not with turbulent seawater, but by the pureness of your kindness and compassion. Become an island of life that saves others from the towering waves of stagnation. You will be able to regain and incarnate your higher self by traveling solitarily on this mystical journey. Inadvertently, a lot of us throw our precious resources away to unwanted individuals who deplete us and render us feeling inadequate. They steal our vital power without realizing it. Isolation will teach you how to set borders and recover your very energy from these poisonous connections, whether you're dealing with family members, friends, or partnerships. Many people who identify as spiritual were raised with the belief that they had to sacrifice their energies in order to be accepted. They evolved into becoming people pleasers and became sympathizers, very sensitive to the impulses of others. But if you find your energy again and learn to keep it going no matter what, you'll become extremely strong down in the bosom of isolation. Having found this newfound foothold, you will quickly give up the identities and facades you present to the outside and embrace who you really are. Because you are free to reveal yourself here beyond the fear of criticism, you won't feel a desire to fit in or crave approval. This will ignite in you the sacred spark that in turn will light the way for others around you. So if you find that you are on the path of spiritual awakening by threading through isolation, be thankful. Not everyone has the chance to take part in this profound experience the universe willingly shares with the passionate to those who are willing to look deep into their very core and still thread deeper, no matter what peers back. Others fear and run from the very darkness within that they ought to eradicate, and instead choose to close their eyes, ever relying upon what their surroundings tell them to do and experience when they are perfectly capable of transcending themselves. But because you chose to open your eyes and see, you will be engulfed by profound emotions of unconditional love and liberation from pain. You will find yourself alone on this sacred quest, yet this solitude will not bring emptiness. Instead, it will unveil a profound connection that holds the power to transform your life in ways you never imagined. This spiritual journey deepens the bonds between you and the divine and between you and your true self. You will realize that completeness does not come from external companionship, but from within. This path reveals that your wholeness is rooted in your connection with the divine, an unbreakable bond that transcends earthly relationships. Embracing this truth, you will discover a sense of fulfillment and peace that no worldly presence can provide, illuminating your path with divine love and wisdom. For those of you that want the benefit of solitude but are unable to have isolation, we have a process for you as well. Many have found success through a practice called silent immersion. In this practice, you simply sit quietly for 15 minutes each day in a calm and distraction-free environment. No phones, no electronics, no music, just you and your thoughts. While it may sound easy, it can be challenging at first as you are giving yourself a crash course in isolation. Unwanted thoughts and emotions may arise, but that's part of the process. By facing them head-on in silence, you begin to understand yourself on a deeper level. Think of silent immersion as a daily appointment with your inner self. During these introspective moments, listen attentively to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. You may be surprised by what you discover. This practice can be a catalyst for healing past traumas, uncovering hidden desires, and ultimately reconnecting with your true essence. As you walk this path, you'll find that solitude becomes a sanctuary, a space where your soul can truly breathe and grow. This journey fosters a deep inner harmony, allowing you to resonate with the universe's rhythms. You'll become attuned to the subtle whispers of the cosmos, guiding you towards your highest potential. The connection with your inner self and the divine will fill your life with purpose and clarity. In this sacred solitude, you will learn to trust the process, understanding that every step is part of your divine plan, leading you to a life rich with spiritual abundance and profound joy. As you navigate this profound path, let your light shine brightly, illuminating the way for others. Share your experiences, insights, and thoughts in the comments below. Remember, you are never truly alone. You're part of our community, and we welcome you with open arms anytime you choose to stop by. Together, we are creating a ripple of transformation, touching lives with the power of spiritual awakening. Until next time.